Hello, I'm Emilia Maho. I hope we have met. If not, I'm a 41 years old male to female, developed states transgender woman who at present lives in Italy, especially in Südtirol. And I'm talking about my opinions. No, not even in my opinion. I'm talking about how I'm processing information which I came across in my life, mostly because of I'm transgender. Yesterday I was talking about, or I was examining and considering if a transgender must have experienced dysphoria, and I think the other question which I used to have, and most guys from which I'm dating, they think transgender means I must be in transition, or asexual, you are in transition. And it's not always that's the case. For example, I'm already not the regular case which are broadcasted mostly in the media, and which show how is a typical, if it exists, a typical transgender woman. First of all, I'm transgender, which means I'm, and I know I'm always repeat this, but somehow I'm always have met with the same problem all the times. Transgender mean only I'm not in the gender which assigned by birth. In my case, I'm transgender woman, and I never really experienced problem with my identity. If you are interested, there's many videos about my history. In short, I had the luck. I could be self-confident and build a self-esteem in myself. I'm a woman, and that was never really questioned. I only have experienced problems with my relationships, and mostly in my private relationships, when I wanted to have a partner. But my body, that's the social dysphoria, and the body dysphoria I never really experienced because it's not who I am. I mean, most of the case that makes us discomfort. Our body not express who we are, but in my case I mean like that. I liked my body how it was. Of course, I could make it more perfect or improved like everybody has. But I was okay with it. That I find that. So in a way I experienced dysphoria, but it was a really modest one. It was a really light one. It not makes me really big problem in my life. I guess most of us have big problems in our life, and it's not always the case that dysphoria is the most bigger problem at all. And because I not really had problem with my body, and now I'm only talking about my case because I have seen many other ones who really have no choice to think on it. They have no gender dysphoria. So in my case, I'm not was looking for the possibility to make transition. It was not the case which I was going forward. And when I'm in hormone therapy, and I could talk it more through before I started, but like I have seen with other YouTubers, I lived like woman for many years. So I was pretty sure, first of all, my inside identity, and second, which was possible to live like a woman. And for example, changing name, it was not my possibility, but that didn't disturb me really. So which was possible to live like a woman. I already have did years before I started the transition, which accidentally came across in my life, the possibility, and I was not considered it before. And when I get the possibility, I mean when I realize I have this possibility, I was not really had despair what is my choice, exactly because I knew I'm a woman. And yeah, but I have sometimes the feelings, and also here, because I have said here I'm the first official transgender who doing it here publicly, male to female, to change gender. And when I have seen not so many but some other ones who was thinking maybe they have gender dysphoria, I was absolutely not convinced they really need transition. I'm not felt they are ready like I was. And I'm not judging their will or their wish to be a woman, no. I'm simply worried about them to not do a step which is not reversal when they actually have scare from living. And I really think, like I have seen, so many transgender not need transition, and not only because healthy reason or because of money reason or because of they want children or because of social reason, which we usually accept, like, okay, you cannot do transition. If you could do, you wish, but we accept your excuses to not do. But there are also cases when people simply don't feel they need it. And most of the time, when I see people who are so insecure about themselves, I'm really worried they make this step and they regret it. I'm not an expert, but really, in my consideration, was no despair at all. I mean, I was 100% sure when I achieved the moment I can do the hormone therapy, I want that step to make. And when you are scared to step out for people to coming out, when you think you can disadvantage in working place, when you are absolutely not sure and you only depressed and really the problem can be so complex and so different kind of things together, which could manage you to go in this way, but I'm not certain is that the case. And now I can be really controversial. I mean, I can imagine now people take it like an attack, but my point is really you can be transgender. I'm not question mark. Nobody can question mark if you are transgender or not. Like, I was thinking in the psychiater who examined me, I'm I'm transgender, I have gender dysphoria, and makes a paper for me. I'm officially mental sick. I have official mental sickness. I was thinking that the whole thing it's not right. Like I said, I simply know I am a woman. Nobody can question me. I live like this now openly 5 years, but before in London another one. And I know I'm a woman from 30 years now. So who can tell me I'm wrong after 30 years? And no one. I'm sorry. And no, I'm not sorry. So, but I felt in many cases Transgender get the pressures. If you make the first step, you must finish the transition. But that's one thing which I was considering. In general, transgender, like I said, is not only mean transgender woman or transgender man. This can be so many things who actually really don't want transition at all, because they are in the big umbrella term and they don't want to be at opposite sex, they don't want the transition. And and it's also really was interesting, there are people who not consider it transition because they have a happy relationship where they accepted who they are and they are happy with their partner, and I actually not fear the necessity to change gender because they are right how they are. And I find that's quite beautiful and a little bit envy. Because yeah, I'm in transition and I can say now hetero man has no problem to imagine me like sexual partner, but something more. It's even harder for me, where I have much less chance I get a full of bucketed mouth man now. Because maybe I don't look so bad and I can be quite attractive and I like to play that part of the date. So I know what I'm doing, but with all this more possibility, actually I have much less chance for a real partner like I had before when I would only date with gay men. So it's a little bit strange. I'm quite happier with my look, but the real chance to is somewhere to zero. Unfortunately. I hope I'm the only one between the transgenders who experience like this, because, well, it's not exactly the topic today. So they not need transition either, and the point is really also if you start transition, you really can do it carefully and feel what is right for you and what is not, because it was quite interesting. I have started to watch videos who actually did the transitioning in different stages. And they had not only had reason, but they were falsely diagnosed. And yeah, I'm not opposite of transgenders or who we are or what we need. I'm opposite again an official kind of treatment which is quite rigid, in my opinion, or how I experience here in Europe. Sorry, in Italy. And it's not flexible enough because, in my opinion, because transgender are really various. So our life story, our age, our situation in life and everything is so wide various, it cannot follow by a really rigid procedure, which they makes it international, like I have read, which is nice, and it's nice to have a line, where you can go forward on the process, because okay, all of us have to make the same step. But for example, when I have a really started physiologist and he has the best intention, I don't complain. He is a nice guy. But with the best intention, you can make so many damage. And I'm not talking about my case, because that's what I also have seen in other videos here. They wanted to help also the surrounding. They talked, okay, if you think you are like this, we have for you and support you, and somehow this supporting and this all this positive help which they think is positive actually is not the right for you. So that's really, I found it's really dangerous, and something which we have to be careful. I mean, we are the one who has the power to questioning all the time that feel right, that it's good for us, and don't let us pressure. Also, if it comes with the best intention, because it's transgender, it's also various of kind of gender identity. It not must to be uniformed. And I really don't like anything which is uniform because we are all so different. For example, I quite sure, like I mentioned more of the time, for me here is the end. I don't feel necessary for boob jobs or bottom surgery or face feminization, which you might need. Nothing wrong with it, but I personally don't feel the need to have it. And that's my decision, and no one should tell me it's wrong. Even with my voice, I made 1.5 year voice feminization practices. I thought it was not waste of time because I'm still speak too fast and too close mouth, but these practices made much better than was before, believe me. But I realized my voice is my voice, it's also me. If I like it, if I'm friendly with it, everyone will be. So for me it's right, and when I finished another 2 treatments of laser hair removal therapy, I feel ready. I only need a new pack. A ribbon maybe. Okay, I will celebrate, but for that one, for me, it still need 1 year because like this flat leaflet said, which I get about this, what I can expect from the hormone place removal, I still have 1 year when I'm changing, so I'm still on the way. Also, if I feel I'm ready. But yeah. So, guys, and girls, and everyone else, again, I think transition only need to feel someone is need, but it's not a must, and for a transgender not means you must have transition. And I guess it's quite okay, and if somebody else says something else and you think you do the right thing, I guess you just pass over. Have a nice day, and if you liked my video, thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and see you next time. Bye bye.